Well, hello there, Libra. It is so good to see you again. I'm Mary Sue, and I'm so grateful that you're here. Today, we're going to be doing your weekly tarot reading. This is good for the week of November 21st through the 27th. So we'll take a look at the overall energies with the oracle cards, and then we'll move to the tarot for more details. And if you're enjoying the content that I create or resonating with the message, I'd really appreciate it. If you would consider liking, commenting, or subscribing, I really do appreciate all of your support. Okay, so let's take a look. Turtle Spirit, slow and steady, wins the race. I'm not sure. Did you have that last week? An orphan. Yeah. You're moving forward slowly on this path, but there is this energy of something is still, I'm going to say, because we have Thanksgiving, this week in the United States, but, even all over the globe, we're kind of really going into that holiday season. I feel like you could be truly missing someone or some ones. It does not have to be romantic, but it can be. But it could just be family or friends. Knowing that you're moving forward on your path, and yet at the same time, there's this strong sense around the holidays. Sometimes, we can be in an energy of missing, people that either are far away from us, just physically, but we're still, in emotionally and mentally, loving them. But there's this sense here of, truly missing someone or something, that things are not the way that you wish that they were. Yeah. Okay, this is good. Yeah, there's conflict. There's some healing light coming into a conflict that you may have with, a certain person or a group of people. But this is coming to light. To me, there's like a light at the end of the tunnel for this for you. Oh, very interesting. Okay, Page of Pentacles, Ace of Cups. I think a lot of you are honestly getting some type of a message, but it's a solid message. It's a solid message of love. It could be that, this is from someone that you haven't heard from in a while, or you've been on a long trek with. And once again, I'm not saying it's a romantic partner. It could just be, it could be a family member that you haven't talked to or seen in a long time. It could be a child, or it could be a parent. It could be just a friend. It's somebody that I think, for one reason or another, you have perhaps gone your different ways because of some conflict. I think that they're missing you as much as you are missing them. There's this sense that is the same for both of you. And I feel like they're coming in, they're wanting to give some type of a message. This person, okay, we have the Empress energy with the vast universe. This is on your spiritual path. This is a destined type of energy here. And with the Empress energy, I'm going to say, I feel like either you could be the mother to this adult child, or it could be your mother. It could be, somebody in your family that maybe is, having a baby or is expanding their family, something like that. This energy right here is triggering, okay? This I think you've been going very slowly on this path, and now it's almost like, to me, this is coming in like a lightning bolt. So I feel like you hear from them out of the blue. It's that sudden lightning bolt type of energy. This person is contacting you. You could be contacting them, but it's almost like, okay, this is ridiculous. We need to talk, or I just want to tell you how much I love you, or something like that. There's almost this energy of, can we rebuild this? Because the Empress is, that Phoenix Rising card too. It's kind of like, can we rebuild this? Is there a chance to kind of bring this back together after some time apart? You know, for some of you, it could be, I don't know, at least 5 years, I want to say, 5 to 7 years, maybe that, you haven't seen this person, 3 to 5. It's been a while where this conflict has been kind of going on, and it's something new is happening in your life or in their life. Perhaps they're having a baby, or you're having a baby, or there's some type of expansion, perhaps a wedding, some family event, Thanksgiving, the holidays. It's kind of like, okay, we've got to look at this in a different way, And it's almost a sense of trying to reunite some group of people. Yeah, it's a family. I really feel like it's a family. Look at, we have the judgment on the bottom. I think this person, perhaps you, have been going back and forth. I think they see you as the Nine of Pentacles, independent, free, working, doing your thing, having enough money to have the freedom that you're wanting, that you've moved on. And then, yeah, we have the Tower. There's this sense that they want to tell you how much they truly appreciate you. You could have even done something, Libra. You could have done something for, maybe a family member of theirs. They could be even calling to say thank you. Thank you for helping somebody out or something like that. Because what we have here is, the Ten of Cups and the Strength card. Could be dealing with a Leo, but you don't have to be. There's a sense, somebody wanting to reunite with the Three of Cups, bring everybody back together. Having the strength, I think they look at you as someone that is a leader in the family. You are very harmonious. You are somebody that likes peace and calm and harmony in connections, right? And they may see you as the person that can perhaps bring a certain situation back together again. Really, a sense that you are somewhat the leader in this situation, whatever this situation is. They feel like maybe you're the one that can kind of bring this back together. You could feel a little bit like you're the, the monkey in the middle, that game, where somebody's in the middle and, two other people are trying to keep, some object away from the monkey in the middle, right? And you could feel a little bit like you've been playing telephone between, two different people or something like that. What you're recognizing now is that you are actually the one that can say, hey, let's just put this all together. Let's get together. Perhaps even saying, why doesn't everybody come to my house for Thanksgiving or something like that? Because the obstacle here is that somebody could be talking about somebody else behind their backs. This is kind of like one of your family members or friends or co-workers, whatever this situation is kind of like talking badly around behind somebody's back. And I think you're taking action on it. You're kind of like, wait a minute, that's not helping this situation. We're, if somebody's not here, we're not talking about them, in that way. Unless if you're kind of like what your mother used to say, if you don't have something nice to say, don't say anything at all. I think that's kind of what you're saying in this situation. You could even be the mother of adult children, right, that are talking poorly about each other, right, to you. And you're kind of like, you know what, we're just not doing that, you just cut that out. So let's see what we have here. I feel like you're the one that is kind of like standing up because, I think it's triggering some emotions of being orphaned yourself, perhaps. And it could be two different situations, right? But this situation is triggering some feelings of feeling left out in some situation. Yeah, because we have the Knight of, this has been going on for so long. Whatever this is, it's been going on for so long. We have a 4 and a 5. So yeah, I think for a lot of you, somewhere around 3 to 5 years, it's just been going on. It's just this constant like family drama. I'm just going to put it that way. And then with the 4 of Cups, it's kind of like, I think you're over it. I think you're over it. You're kind of like, you know what, this is ridiculous. This has been going on way too long. You know, it could be even, like everybody comes to Thanksgiving dinner. Perhaps everybody comes, right? And then Uncle Fred is seated next to Uncle Ted. I don't know. And it's kind of like, somebody walks in and says, oh no, you can't put those two together. Put them at opposite ends of the table. Like they can't, and you're kind of like, you know what? Everybody can get along. It's something like that. It's just this energy of, I'm so tired of this, it's almost like trash talk, right? Because you have the Four of Pentacles here with the deserving card, understanding that, holding back how you feel about this situation with the Four of Pentacles isn't getting you what you deserve, because it's almost like you're holding back your own emotions. You're not expressing how you feel to these people. And because of that, it's almost as if it's like you're not getting what you deserve out of this situation. Yeah, it's kind of sad because, once again, it's been going on a long time. You're just tired of it. You want to take action. You want to bring in the healing. And then we have the Two of Cups. Healing this connection, knowing that it can be reignited in a new way, but the air has to be cleared, right? Six of Wands, seeing the success in this situation, understanding, okay, this has to go away. For some of you, I think you're walking away perhaps from a connection and understanding, okay, this is not for me. I'm tired of the drama and I'm going in a new direction. So let's see what we have here. Nine of Pentacles. Yeah, same cards over and over again. And then, yeah, seeing this. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I think you're seeing this totally in a new perspective. You've become so much wiser looking at this situation. For some of you, Libra, I have a strong feeling that there's two different sets of people that you're dealing with. You could be the person in the middle that's trying to be the go-between between these two sets of people, okay? But there's another part of me that says there's some storyline where you're helping a friend or a family member, talking about one situation, a situation maybe they have, and you're seeing clearly now how that is reminiscent or very similar to your situation, right? And you're giving them advice and recognizing, whoa, wait a minute, why don't I try that with my situation? Something like that. Because there's this sense of, having a different perspective of, perhaps a family situation, a marriage, something like that. Understanding this is, okay, this is where I truly want to be. But if this can't change, then I do want to go in a different direction. And then making that choice, because you have the Nine of Pentacles. For some of you, either you have been single for some time or the person that is reaching out to you has been single for some time. And it's kind of like, okay, I'm moving on. I want it all. Because we're starting with the Empress energy. I think this is, this energy of wanting something, right? The Phoenix Rising card. And now you're actually taking the action to move in that direction, to go after what it is that you truly want. It's a really lovely energy. You have the Magician and the Temperance. Seeing this in a different perspective. It's taken a while for you to see it in a different perspective of understanding. Oh, wait a minute. Sometimes we have to, you have the slow and steady wins the race. The reason that the universe slows down the path about whatever the situation is so that we can see it in a different perspective. Sometimes we need to sit with it for some time to understand what it is that we really want out of a certain situation. You may not have known what you really and truly wanted out of the situation. I feel like something happens this week that helps you define that clarity about, okay, now where am I going? So let's see what we have here. Does my life have room for more pleasure and play? In what area are you lacking pleasure right now? Maybe in certain relationships or with work. Is it possible to shift the seriousness of life to experiencing a more creative, wild, and playful side of you? And I think that's the thing. The shift is actually within you. You're seeing this situation in a different perspective. You know, you're bringing more pleasure and play to whatever this is. It's almost this sense of, yes, I'm taking action. I'm blowing out the cobwebs of, you know, talking about people behind their back. And I'm not saying you've been doing that, but right, you know, standing up, speaking up, saying, hey, wait a minute, you know, this doesn't get us anywhere. Why don't we instead focus on all of the happiness in this situation, all the love in this situation, instead of focusing on what's wrong with the situation? Let's focus on what's right about the situation. Because when we focus on the positive in a certain situation or have gratitude for what we have in the situation, right? It changes our whole perspective. It raises our vibration. And then it really can help to bring the healing to a certain situation that you're dealing with. Well, Libra, I'm going to leave it there. I do personal readings, so if you're interested, the link is in the description box below. I'd really be honored to do a reading for you. And I wish you a happy Thanksgiving if you're here in the United States, and I wish you much love and light in this situation and all your situations. I hope to see you again really soon. Bye for now.